What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shocking On Toy Reviews. I'm Wilson. Next to me is the bearded thunder himself,
Mr. Berg.
and next to him is the man who's the brains of the operation,
Toast.
Never forget. And in this episode, what are we reviewing, Mr. Berg?
We're reviewing Zica toys, Sectaurs, Warriors of Symbion. We're reviewing 3 of the 6 that are available. It was a Kickstarter. I'm out of practice. This is the box.
Yeah.
What do we normally say about boxes?
Let's fuck the box.
We are going to fuck the box, but first I want to point something out. It says, as a precautionary measure to prevent damage, heat should be applied to any body part before attempting to move it. This is especially important for the hands due to the fragility of wrist joints. Applying heat with a hairdryer is recommended.
You're fucking kidding me. It says that?
Yep.
That's... all right. We'll get to that. This is
All
the
right.
toy.
So this is one of the toys. This is Dargon, Prince Dargon. So for those of you who don't know, everyone,
Yes.
back in the mid-'80s, there was a cartoon called He-Man.
Yeah, it was
Masters
awesome.
of the Universe. in
And
a
it
toy
wasn't
line.
awesome, but it was good.
And it spawned 35 billion knockoffs, including Thundercats, Silverhawks, Tiger Sharks.
Tiger Sharks?
You don't
I
remember
don't
Tiger
know.
Sharks?
No, I don't remember Tiger Sharks either.
Only in the ocean. That was a show?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were humans that transformed into half shark, half whatever.
Holy shit.
The main guy was Mako, and you squeeze his legs and his head flipped. And so he had a normal human head, and then you squeeze his legs, hit the button, his chest opened, and a thing came out, and he had a shark head. No?
Wow. No.
Just me? Anyway, in that glorious time, there were many, many, many crazy mashups of things, and Galoob Toys, I believe we could fact check that, made Sectaurs toys. And they were basically He-Man guys, but with giant insects instead of battle cats.
All right.
And what made the line cool was that the figures were 7 inches tall. Super articulated. And if you bought the deluxe ones, they came with giant, like 10-inch huge giant bugs that they rode. And the bug's legs was actually controlled by you because it was a glove, so your hand was the puppet.
Oh, wow.
And your finger would open the mouth. And
Oh,
stuff.
so kind of like
Yes.
one of those things.
And they had battery-powered wings, so like if they had wings, the wings would flutter. And Prince Dargon is the He-Man of that line. It lasted like 2 waves, had 1 season of a cartoon, had 3 issues of a comic book by Marvel Comics and Star. I can't remember. I didn't really care that much because it was Star Comics, so it was crap. Anyway, I loved it back then, and yeah, that was the year Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome came out, so
Oh, I see.
80 whatever. No one's helping me. They're all just looking at me like I'm crazy.
We've never heard of it, is the thing.
I know, but do you know you could?
I could look it up and do research, but there's other stuff
I've seen Beyond Thunderdome. I don't know what year it came out.
I saw it in the theater. My babysitter took me. He's the badass. Hi, Lauren. So anyway, flash forward to 2017, 18. Zica Toys, they put a thing up how to pronounce it because they didn't want people pronouncing their name wrong. I completely forgot. I can't find it. So they've done a bunch of 3 3/4 inch figures, Kickstarters. So they did a Kickstarter for Sectaurs because they got the license, and they made 6 guys, and this is the main hero, and they're fucking awesome.
Cool.
The only problem is because it was a Kickstarter and they didn't know if it would fund, they didn't do any of the giant bug guys yet. They're going to try and do a second Kickstarter later to get those guys and more figures. Basically, here's Prince Dargon.
Mm-hmm.
I also got the evil General Spidrax, who's awesome. And then I got this random guy who is just Skull Soldier, because random bad guys. They are all exactly the same body with slightly different, like he has different wrist gauntlets and boots, and then they have different heads, and then all the chests are the same except he has a gold medallion. So by reviewing one guy, we can look at all of them because it's all just $1.
Nice. Nice.
With different accessories.
with different accessories. Yes.
All right. Very cool.
Here's how awesome his head looks. It looks just like a modern version of the original toy, if not exactly like the original toy. It's awesome. These are bendy, just in case you're wondering. Then he is sculpted in the 3 3/4 inch guys. Yes, these are 3 3/4 inch style.
I think that's what's blowing my mind is you just said that the originals were 7-inch and now they're 3 3/4.
Yes,
I think most toy lines have gone in the opposite direction.
that is correct.
Okay.
And his medallion is a very nice sculpt. Goes all the way around. They all have the same buck, like I was saying, except for like, see the ridges on his gloves, abs. Very nice, solid sculpt. Boots. They all have this metallic paint, which is exactly what the old toys had. In the exact same spots, they look amazing. It's got this fantastic metallic sheen, and it is painted super, super well. The only issue I've noticed with paint anywhere is there's just a tiny little bit of gold overspray. But I mean, at this scale, I could barely notice it, and I'm nitpicking because I just saw it now. So they're super, super sculpted, or nicely sculpted. Even, like, you can see all the details on his belt. Like, there's the buckles. You got super nice detailing on the gun holsters.
That's a separate rubbery piece?
Separate rubber piece.
Or is it soft plastic?
It is soft plastic. Boop, boop. For Wilson, there's a butt.
Hmm.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, here's a close-up of the hair sculpt. So this is as good as anything 3 3/4 inch Hasbro's put out or Boss Fight has put out. Zica Toys has also done Adventure Toys or Adventure something with Captain Action. They have a whole wave. They both shipped at the same time and then done a bunch of other toys in the past. I've never gotten a single toy from them, so I was kind of like, super, super great sculpt and paint work on all 3 guys, even though I haven't opened the one, but you can see.
The red stripe is paint, not sculpt?
The red stripe is paint.
Oh.
As far as I remember, it did stop at his knees on the original toy, so that's what it's supposed to look like.
Fair enough. Now, I missed if you explained this, but are they supposed to be like insect people?
Yes.
Okay.
They're supposed to be small, like micronauts, or small sized guys who ride bugs around.
Oh, all right.
So the whole idea was that the original toy was actually the correct scale, and they rode giant bugs. I might get that wrong. No one's gonna fact check me. Nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at that guy.
No, I was looking at him. He's pretty cool.
Yep.
He's got a super badass face sculpt. You can see he has different wrist gauntlets with the fur trim, and he's got the same type of thing on his boots. Otherwise, it's the exact same buck. He has a different web gear. All the villains have the cross-checked web gear. There is a third type of gear that comes with 2 of the guys that I didn't get, where it's just a single bandolier across the chest. I didn't get those guys because I only got the two main guys I had as a kid and 1 bad guy, because you always got to have more bad guys. Also, I had no idea about the quality and whether they're going to be shit, so I didn't want to spend a ton of money on these guys. Had I known they'd be this way, I would have bought more bad guys, just to have more bad guys. Fuck the other 2 hero guys. Dargon's going to kill them all. Plus, when and if they do the big insects, I will be, yes, done. I'm in. I hope it happens. Wilson, these were made by Coleco, the original line. All right, so let's do some articulation. All guys, as they are a standard buck, have the exact same articulation, which has become pretty much the industry standard for Kickstarter or non-Hasbro action figures at this scale. So he has a ball-jointed head and a ball-jointed neck, so he gets all kinds of crazy room. Arms can do a full 360. He can go out and stuff. He's got Hasbro's, so he can get in and out, spin. his default hands, spoilers, go up and down and swivel. It doesn't look like it, but he does have a ball jointed waist, and you can pull them apart pretty easily.
Yeah, that did seem easy.
Most of these guys are designed so that you can part swap, kind of. And then he has double barbell hips that do get you some swivel thigh, but nobody in the scale is swivel thigh. Assholes. Double jointed knees, and then he's got the swivel into the foot peg, so you get a ton of range, and you can get pretty much any awesome pose you need out of these guys. And again, they all have the same articulation. The guys with the bandoliers on their web gear are slightly more restricted, barely, but he can move around and fall apart slightly easier than this guy.
Makes sense.
But that's just because of the sculpt. But it is still loose enough, and there's enough give that if you want him to bend the extra 2 millimeters, you can get him to bend the extra 2 millimeters. The funny part that no one but me will remember is that the original, and I'm just telling you this, guys, to make you guys go, what the fuck? The original toy line had posed elbows for everybody so that they could ride the beast and have their arms in the riding spot, so nobody had a straight arm.
What the fuck?
Right? All right, now you're thinking, wow, that sounds pretty awesome, but he's 3 3/4 inch. Fuck that guy. I can get a Marvel Legends.
Yep.
But this guy has a fuck ton of accessories, and you guys, we just put up a video where you went kablam because Snake Eyes came with black weapons and a fuck ton of extra weapons.
Yep.
All these guys come loaded to the fucking gills with shit. So besides the gripping hands that he comes with, you get 2 splayed hands left and right, 2 trigger gun holding hands left and right, 2 punching hands left and right, 2 other gripping hands, but they bend the opposite way, so you can have both going up and down or both going in and out. Then the original guys came with 2 guns, so he has 2 guns
For the holsters.
for the holsters, which are again super fucking awesome detailed.
Are they the same gun?
They are the same gun. They even have a little bit of paint,
Nice.
which is insane. They fit in the holster really nicely. They ain't going anywhere. They fit in his hand really nicely. They ain't going anywhere. Yeah, badass. So he comes with 2 guns because he has 2 holsters. He also comes with his murder fuckstick, aka Sectaurs sword, which again has crazy awesome detail. Paint on the handle to give you a little bit of grip differentiation. Looks exactly like the original toy. I think it actually has more paint than the original toy. I think the original toy was just gold. And he can also hold this like a champ.
Very cool.
Murder guy.
Cool.
And just like the original toy, if he's not holding the sword, there's no place to stow it.
Except for the plastic bag accessory.
Except for the greatest accessory, plastic bag.
No.
Then he comes with their Sectaurs blaster, which again is super crazy awesome sculpted, just like the original toy. And again, has some black paint on the handle to separate that shit and make it look nice. Awesome job. He can again hold this super well. Fantastic. The shield that the original toy came in, it's a limited sculpt, but it looks exactly like the original thing. So as everything else, this is what I expect. The stars picked out with a different shade of gold. They're both metallic. I would have thought they'd just put yellow on it, but no, it's actually a metallic gold on the shield. It has a handle on the inside that he can hold, again, like easy peasy, and they even went and painted the inside of the handle. And because they're insane, they've included 2 little pegs and the strap so you can
Oh, wow.
click, and I won't be able to do it because it's on camera, but
Plus you have like mozzarella sticks for
I
fingers.
do. That attaches on there. Boom, boom. So you can have the strap on his hand. I don't remember the original toy having a strap, but this does, and the show head straps, which is why that is included. We'll put this under accessories. I don't really know if it is accessory. What's that? Wilson says. Yeah, he comes with pegs, so he can be pegged onto your any standard 3 3/4 inch thing. And what are you pointing at, Wilson? What?
Magnets.
Yeah, he's every one of these guys, from this guy and the adventure guys, Captain Action Figure, have magnets in their feet.
It does work. Yeah,
it does work. They're not the strongest magnets, but they're little
good enough.
Good enough. I don't know why they did this, but it's fucking cool.
I wonder if it has to do with when they plan on doing the insects.
Maybe. Right before they shipped, the nice guys on Zica sent out a notification to all the Kickstarter people that everything worked great, but they got it back, and some of the figures, the glue used to hold the magnets wasn't good, so they sent out a notification to everybody who got them. Please watch out for that, because if the magnet might stick and come out of the figure, but you just put in a drop of super glue and it'll fix it. But they let you know ahead of time that is a known issue. It's not with all the guys, but some of them they noticed, and they wanted people to know, which they didn't have to. Most companies would have just, oh, you're dumb. But these guys at least let you know, hey, there's a little tiny fucking magnet. If you don't want to lose it, maybe you should keep an eye out. I thought that was very nice. Would have been better had they just used the right glue? Yes, but what about me, Rick? Well, he has the same exact type of weapons.
And shield,
except they're all decked out in black. And instead of the murder fuckstick, he gets his whip that he had. His whip has 2 paint apps. It's got a nice purple on there and a silver ring. He comes with a second non-angry head.
Wow.
Which is also painted perfectly and sculpted to look just like that. His rifle is a different sculpt, but again, super awesome sculpt, nicely done. This doesn't have paint on it, or no, it does. Yeah, there's 2 paint apps on the grip and on the stock. He also comes with his double blasters, which is a different sculpt, which also have some extra paint accents. This D-Bag Skull Soldier, he comes with a giant fuck spear. We'll just open them live. We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
Angry face, non-angry face. So theoretically, you could get multiples of this guy in army build, because you could put different heads on him.
Sure.
Soldier Dude comes with the same gun, same paint aims, same color, same blasters. They both come with all the extra hands. Here's his Spear of Destiny, which again has a paint app along the ridges to pick those out nice. And it is not pointy, but it looks pointy, so yay. So for a sense of scale, because we haven't said 3 3/4 inch enough, here is Fuck Dimeron from Hasbro. Here is Voss from
Iron Factory.
Dargon. Hasbro Marvel Universe. Stealth Iron Man from the now dead Marvel Universe line. Sorry, Topher. And apparently we use Puma and everything now. Marvel Legends from Hasbro.
We had to stop using fucking
Night Thrasher.
Night Thrasher. We had to call it. He got so pissed.
I got pissed.
Annoyed, I guess.
Night Thrasher was like in 2 videos. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nah, dude, Night Thrasher. We were just always like, where's a Marvel Legend we can use? And it was always Night Thrasher was around. Okay. And we finally decided, why not use a shittier figure, Puma?
Yes, they can pass the 1 foot test with a little time, but totally normal time. Yep.
Down to the final thoughts. Toast, we'll let you start.
All right, so as has been repeated several times now, I don't know anything about the show, the property. 3 3/4 is not. That's my fault. I'm shaking the table.
If we had a good table.
Oh! So 3 3/4 is not my preferred scale. I like my figures a little taller, and I don't know anything about the license, the property, but these are fantastic figures. The paint, the articulation, the amount of accessories. I know you told me how much earlier. I don't think we were filming at the time, but how much did these cost?
They now cost $24 a piece.
That's a friggin' steal. Yeah, I'm giving them 5 hammers.
Wow. 5 hammers. Nice. All right, I'm going to try and be short and sweet with this too. Starting off with the rating, I'm going 4 out of 5 hammers. Part of that is only because, and you're going to hate this, I'm sure, but because of that fucking warning on the back. I hate the fact that it tells you, hey, when you get these out of the package, hold them under a hairdryer so they work right. Now, I understand it's a Kickstarter company, you know, so things like that happen. Like, I'm more forgiving about the magnets falling out of the feet, right? I understand they don't have the money to constantly test these things and everything. But, like, are you serious? Like, that just it's just a personal irritation that I can't stand. To me, it should be take it out of the package, be able to play with it, whatever. Not take it out of the package. You might want to heat this up so the toy that you spent $24 on for a 3 3/4 inch figure doesn't break. Now, do I think that money's worth it? Probably, because again, Kickstarter, and you get tons and tons and tons of shit. So I really like them. It's not my scale. I don't know anything about the property either, but they are good toys. I can see how much fun Berg has with them. They remind me very much so of the boss fight stuff that you and Topher got into.
Yep.
I don't know how you feel they are compared to those.
They are just as good.
Just as good.
Dare I say better?
Oh, shit.
They don't have 2 things I hate about boss fight.
Nice. So I would say basically, yeah, if you're into this scale, you know this property, good on this company, man. It's good figures, and I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Apparently, so we're going short and sweet. I'm just giving these 5 out of 5 hammers. I'm super happy. Awesome. I can't wait for more. I want more. They're perfect. The fact that they're 3 3/4 inch and they're supposed to be bug guys actually makes me like them, even though the fact that the guys were originally 7-inch scale.
That makes sense to me. And
the fact that they're smaller means that there's a better chance that I'll be able to get new bugs for them to ride, because a 7-inch scale giant bug in this day and age on a Kickstarter even would be like $100.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That's what I was going to say. That's why they went smaller with it. Yeah.
So I love them. They're great. They have the correct ankle articulation. Fuck you, boss fight. And they don't have the stupid little hip thing that boss fight has. Fuck you, boss fight. By the way, I love boss fight. But you could literally make 2 changes and I would buy it all. So yeah, I'm giving them 5 out of 5. I love them. I kind of wish I had bought more. I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't have money at the time. So these were a nice surprise. The fact that Topher bought almost all of them days before filming, just because I, said how awesome they are, shows you just how good they are, because he does, he barely knows the property, but he likes 3 3/4 inch guys. These are just as good as boss fight guys, if not better. They come with a fuck ton of accessories, great paint, great sculpt. The only thing they're missing is their giant bugs, and I totally get in today's world that that's not going to happen right away.
Sure.
So I love them. Go pick them up. They're still available. They also have a whole other line of Captain Action dudes who are just the same sculpt, paint, articulation scheme, magnets in the foot. Do it.
All right. Well, there you go. That's been it for this episode of Shocking On Toy Reviews. Thanks for watching. All social media stuff is in the show notes, and we appreciate you guys. Once again, stay safe, stay sane, wash your ass. I mean hands. Sorry. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the notification bell down below to be notified when new stuff goes live. Press on one of these videos or one of these videos, and up here